So this is the second semifinal, Wonderboat versus Jota. And let's see. The Rhino spec is kinda good for Wonderboat, but that's about it. The other three are pretty unplayable, I think, so it's gonna be Rhino spec for Wonderboat. For Jota, I think the Marksman Specialist might be the best choice here. Quick supply, also okay. The cost control Mustang is playable, but not so good in my opinion. Let's see what they pick. I will bet it's gonna be Rhino spec versus Marksman Specialist. I'm not sure how good the Rhino spec is right now. It recently got nerfed, but it gained a lot more health, so I've been liking it, but the Rhino seems to be a little bit late. I have unlocked the Rhino myself multiple times, one round earlier, and wasting 50 gold for it. It always feels so bad to do it. Whoa, this is taking so long. Okay, yeah, Rhino spec is Marksman's. Surely it's one of these two, yeah. And I was saying in the voice chat for these guys that I love Wonderboat's picture just for this matchup, because it's saying no to spell Andes, and Jota really likes to pick every spell in the game. It's always Underground Threat, Rhino Assault, Mobile Battleship, everything's dropping down on your towers. So is this gonna be a carry Fang? Usually you don't deploy the Fangs on exactly on the line. But I guess it's fine, because Jota really can't be aggressive here. Okay. And he builds Crawler, I bet here, just because of the storms, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be a carry Fang from Wonderboat. And let's see if Jota is equipped to deal with this. The Marksman here is a big liability. It doesn't do that much, or I guess it kills the balls quite good, but if it gets farmed, these balls or fangs will insta-level, and it's gonna be bad. This Fang Arclight setup, I like it. But I think the storm should be a little bit back, so they don't get distracted. But this kind of defensive formation is pretty powerful against the balls. You can also deploy two Fangs here, so there's a big line here and everything lines up. And it's a clean defense. Round one. Missile strike. Shield device specialist could be okay actually for Jota. Although he has the balls. Will he take it? Or just missile strike? The thing with this Fang carry build is that the Fangs need to level. And if you run into a good defensive position, they are hard to level. And Jota is placing the crawlers on a good position. It's hard to flank here with Fangs right now. I think Wonderboat should have developed the flank here. Yeah, this is good actually. Very good play. Like a safe flank here. With these Fang formations, I think this kind of arc here is really strong to collapse on the tower. And now the Fangs are gaining levels. I suspect these Fangs will manage to kill this guy. Was there a flank? We will not get levels on these Fangs. The arc lights are really useless apart from the early game. I have seen some lower rated players go carry arc lights against Fangs, and you should never do that. Stay away from arc lights. This is crazy good. Very good for the Fang player, the deployment specialist. And I think this should be a Mustang turn or Fang turn for Jota. And he opts for Mustangs. I think it might be better to defend Fangs with Fangs, since he already got 3 of them. Surely he will back the deployment spec. And I think because there are crawlers here, he just start developing here. What? He didn't take the deployment specialist, so this is gonna be some kind of fortress game then. Or some kind of Rhino all-in. Maybe Wonderboat feels that this is the correct amount of Fangs. That when you just level this, how much did he get? Like 6 Fang packs. If he just level these, then it's enough damage. And the rest of his army will be frontline. And here is the marksman feeding experience. I'm gonna vote for Wonderboat here. I think this needs to be parasitic. It's gonna be a long game. These Fang games sometimes go to round 10, round 11, something crazy like that. If you don't pick parasitic here, you are just griefing. So I wonder, will Wonderboat attack here? Or here? This would be a big turn to put Rhino and 2 Fangs here. Or here. But he wants to position the big rhinos very safely. So he won't die to steel balls. He's using all his money, no need for deployment specialist. So maybe he knows exactly what he's doing and how to use his resources. And he's positioning the parasitic ammo away from the storms. This is the best position for the carry fangs. This corner that goes through here. It's very hard for the opponent to develop stuff here. And I think Wonderboat is very far ahead here. Because now Jota needs to answer the Rhino, and he needs to take range for the Mustangs. So there's a lot going on. Is it speed spec or laser sight? Laser sight is pretty good with the fangs. And Jota is just selling his flanks, even though he has the missile. He opts to kill the high value target instead of trying to cheese a tower. Which is the correct play, I think. Or I don't know. And he didn't go for the laser sight. What did he pick? I already forgot what was in the back. But Jota got this. Ah, there's the defense. Will he missile this? I forgot when these guys were sold. A very interesting playstyle from Wonderboat, I think. Not many people play carry fangs like this. Just retake the fangs. And the enemy even has all Mustangs. Very nice missile. Very good deployment here to maximize the value. And he blocks the missile here also. Yeah, this is looking very good for Wonderboat. I don't think Jota has time to come back here. The fangs are too leveled at this point. And I suspect here we will go into forts. Right. He's so scared of the Rhino here. There's balls everywhere. But now I suspect the Rhino will just get sold. And there's gonna be a fortress, right? So what's Wonderboat doing with his money? Yeah, it's a fortress. he can get another fortress if he sells the Rhino here. It's 400. Okay, it's just fangs. Yeah, I think this game is over already. I can't see how Jota is coming back from this. Now the fortresses will snowball, and Jota will not know if there's gonna be a rocket punch, is there gonna be a barrier. So he needs to be scared of the punch here, and it might not even come. And next turn it will be game over if he guesses wrong. Yeah, range spec. You need this technology in the Fang matchup. Jota should take it also. It's a must pick. So now the Rhino will get sold, or the balls, for the fortress technology, right? What's it gonna be? Punch or barrier? I think punch is a lot better here if he's not expecting EMP. Because there's storms and balls on the other side that kill the barrier. No temporary range. It's very useful. No temp range here, but there is ranged specialist. The armor does nothing here. It's the level 2 fangs with AP even kill these guys really fast. And the fortresses as well. This is game over for Jota here. If 3 forts survive, it's over. Very clean fang push from Wonderboat. It's if you make a couple mistakes as the defender, it's already game over. Like here, there were just too many balls deployed, so everything came a bit too late, and the start was good for Wonderboat, so he got to level his fangs, and it's very hard to come back if you lose the early rounds. Or the rounds 4 and 5, because the fangs level very quickly. Okay, so game 2. Ooh, this is four garbage packs. I think Giant Specialist is really unplayable without crawlers or fangs, but I don't know, or I don't like it at all, because science spec needs to be played a little bit differently. But I guess you could pick any of these two, but they are not good. Wonderboat, on the other hand, supply specialist, really strong. Cost control, really bad. I guess both of these are playable, but for sure it's gonna be the supply spec, right? Unless he will force another fang push with aerial spec. But this is for very rough position for Jota. He lost the first game and now he gets to see that all his picks are garbage and he doesn't have the best specialist in the game. I think the best specialists are probably supply spec, cost control spec and rhino spec, and he doesn't see them in his pack, so he knows the enemy got them. So it's really demoralizing position for Jota here. Yeah, it's gonna be Crawler Phoenix against Giant spec. So Jota is here at the bottom, repairing a defense. Jota is a very standard player. He always plays like this, plays defensive. Wonderboat, I don't know. The last like 5 or 6 games I've seen him play, they have always been pushes. And this is a very strong position in my opinion. I use the same opening myself. Phoenix is here. These will often take out a key unit here or just a tower. And he goes Mustangs round 1. So he probably wants some chaff clear here, and he doesn't want to use arc lights in pushing. And that's probably a very good idea. It might seem strange to develop Mustangs into storms and arc lights, but he just wants chaff clear that can keep up with an aggressive army. And the Mustang scale, very good also. Very strong opening here. He has jump drive. Instant missile strike. Is this gonna be a Rhino assault from Jota? The missile strike is so strong, you never know where it's gonna land. And it takes out always 2 packs or kills a tower and it costs nothing. It's very strong card. Both players will take them. Is he gonna continue this pattern? Here. Yeah. So I know Jota likes to play Vulcans in this kind of defensive formations. So I wonder if when he sees this big commitment into Mustang, will he go Vulcans? He probably wanted the Mustangs against the Phoenixes because he saw the jump drive. They can be anywhere. Is it shield drop or haste module? It's shield drop. I would shield on this side if I were Jota, because the Phoenixes will kill the shields, but the Mustangs don't, and he already knows this Mustang is deployed here. So it's gonna be Mustang versus Mustang battle. No Vulcans this time for Jota. I wonder if the Subterranean Bliss will be clicked next turn. Because Jota needs to go range, I think. He can't go high explosive ammo. And when he goes range, this Blitz will be very strong for the turn for Wonderboat. Yeah, the shield would have been a lot better here, I think. I think Jota would have won the round with the shield here. Oh, he still wins the round with the flank. But the shield wouldn't have fallen probably. Mustang item for boats, I would imagine. Jota has also level 2 Mustangs. That is very good with the item. So are we investing into this? Jota is selling something. Maybe the flank. What is he selling? Oh, there's gonna be Vulcans. Okay. And now he starts getting rid of the arc lights that do the same job as the Vulcans. I don't really play Vulcans myself in these kind of positions, so I'm curious to see how it goes. Level 2 tower against the flank. And the Vulcans do very well. They tank a lot and they grill the Mustangs. Well, actually they don't do that well. In my eyes it was looking good, but apparently not. Wonder if he has armor on Vulcans. It might be really strong. Because the problem with range is that they get locked down to shields and stuff like that. Or if Wonderboat goes fortress this round, the Vulcans will lock onto the fort. Maybe speed spec for Wonderboat For Jota, maybe nothing. I don't think the heavy Mustang is good at all. It might be okay for Jota, because the Vulcan is in the front. He doesn't have armor. I think armor would have been super good here. Selling some arc lights, I would imagine. He goes range. Wonder if Wonderboat will go fortresses this turn. He could also go rhinos, I guess. And Jota is expecting the forts. And the forts will come. Okay. He's not shielding any of the itemized Mustangs with the fortress. Guess he only saw these two Vulcans here. Now it's looking very strong for Jota right now. Because the Melter is helping the ranged Vulcans a lot here. Now they will connect on the same target. So the Vulcan will clear everything in front, and when the Vulcan connects to a fort, the Melter connects to it also, and it dies pretty quickly. He doesn't have the suck on the Melters, so rocket punch is pretty strong here. But he already went the barrier, so the rocket punch is too expensive. I wonder why Jota went the Mustangs. Why didn't he go Vulcan sooner? Does he feel like he can't go Giants without any chaff, and he's using the Mustangs as early chaff? Save HP on the first rounds and then use it as useless chaff and use these as his carry units. It's an interesting approach. And he still goes to punch here. With the loan. But I think the punch isn't enough. I think Jota wins this. The crawlers buying a lot of time to these fortress barriers. The Vulcan almost falling, but not quite. It isn't enough. Vulcans and Melters too strong here. Was a very nice defense by Jota here. Or did I call it too soon? Is there still a punch available? Okay. Okay. Amp Cord Fortress wins it. Ion Blast and mobile battleship. The battleship is really good here. I think Wonderboat only has one Phoenix left. But it kills the level 2 tower in 2 volleys, so it goes really fast. You really need to defend this. And it feels bad to waste deployments here. There's a fang. I guess it's to delay the boat. Yeah, 2 fangs. I'll probably missile this. Yeah. The Ion Blast will be huge though. One more fort maybe. Movement speed is very strong with fortresses, or it's kinda requirement. You can't push with forts without clicking this button. So there's a timer on this battle. This is very nice fort placement. It will distract the Vulcan, so the crawlers will go through, and this melter is locked onto the crawlers. Very nice play. But this is a timer on the battle. If this falls, it's over. Let's see how fast this push will be. The crawlers will die. Now the boat is coming. Not yet. This melter needs to die before this tower falls. Oh, the anti-missile. It's defending this. Holy moly. Look at this guy. That was close. Is this a big comeback for Wonderboats here? It's getting really interesting. Insta speed spec. I think underground threat would have probably been okay as well. Now there's gonna be a melting point here probably. These crawlers are a problem also for this guy. I think Jota should missile this. But there's a lot going on. And Jota doesn't have the suck against the punch, so these smelters are very vulnerable. And I lost to Jota in this same tournament because I looked at his technologies and he didn't have the suck. So I went all in on the forts, and before our match he put the suck on against me because he knew I go fortress, so then I lost. What a rat. Good oil, very good oil here. It will kill these, so this smelter will connect here faster. I think he should probably upgrade this tower also. No money though. The punch will own here. Oh, it's EMP'd, okay. The punch is crazy. The forts are coming through. Yeah, the technology choices of Jota cost him the game. It's not over yet. 47. Is it strike spec or senior? I think actually Jota could take strike specialist and put a melter here to kill this tower. It's a very strong play. Flanking Melter here. It kills the tower super fast. I would do it. Because I think he needs to take a lot of risks. If he just plays this head on, he will lose this. And there's a decent chance Wonderboat isn't deploying anything here. Missile device specialist. One missile isn't enough to kill the warping Melter. I think at least. Will Jota go for it? He has the strike specialist. Surely he will use it. Right? Melter here. No Melter. He goes Chaff, Crawler Spawn and Subterranean. I don't know if this will be enough. I would think not, but let's see. This is very scary. Amped Core Fort level 3. And the debuff goes off on the right time. Yeah, no balls to pull the trigger. He took the strike specialist but didn't do anything with it. Sadly. Very close game though. Nice comeback from Wonderboat. And Wonderboat wins 2-0.